You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page and know the truth.
Very special episode on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips, the creator and host. Man, oh man, it very special. Oh my goodness. Let's get to it right now. If you can't handle any news, stats, research, or criticism regarding any of our teams, then stay completely away from the show and its comment section at all times. But this is not even about criticism tonight. It's about Sergei Fedorov'S, baby. Our humongous top story that broke down this morning, the Red Wings organization has announced that it finally plans to retire Hall of Fame center Sergei Fedorov'S jersey number 91 atop the rafters at Little Caesars Arena on January 12th, 2026. That is on a pregame ceremony before the Red Wings face off against the Carolina Hurricanes on January 12th, 2026. Of course, Sergei Fedorov won 3 Stanley Cups with the Wings in 1997, 1998, and 2002 with Hasek-All and Robitaille. And then in 2003, after the Wings got swept in the first round by the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, Fedorov left for Anaheim in the following offseason, which left at least some Red Wings fans feeling betrayed, but things lately, nowadays, have settled in that category, and more fans urged for this to occur, and it finally did today. This was way long overdue, 10 to 15 years overdue, just to range it more accurately. But my God, that was just way long overdue. Chris Ilitch, the owner, and his family finally succumbed to the fans' consensus and made the right decision to do so. And the Ilitches and Fedorov just a long time ago just started not seeing eye to eye after Fedorov left. That 2003 offseason. It just the fact that the Red Wings got swept by the mighty Ducks of Anaheim back then somehow sparked a flame of conflict, a flame of hate, and controversy and disaster, all the chaos and collusion and stuff. Oh my God. But now it took years and years for all the fire and dust and ashes to be settled down. And now here we are. Fedorov's jersey is getting retired finally after 10 to 15 years. Fedorov's always been a Red Wing for life. Of course, he played for the Columbus Blue Jackets and then the Washington Capitals. He retired in 2010. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame during the 2014-2015 NHL regular season. So to be fair, that's like 4.5 to 5 years apart in between those two moments. But now it's finally going to be done and over with. January 12th, 2026. That's like 10 to 15 or 11 to 16 years long overdue. So Fedorov has won many trophies. And of course, the 3 Stanley Cups that I mentioned. He was a fast skater. He was a great skater. He was a good goal scorer. He was the first Red Wing ever to score 5 goals in a single game with a 5-4 win in overtime over the Washington Capitals at Joe Louis Arena on December 26th of 1996. That was the year. That was in a season where the Red Wings finally won their first Stanley Cup in 42 years in 1997. Now, after Sergei Fedorov, there are still more jersey numbers to retire for the Red Wings. I would say next Brendan Shanahan, because Brendan Shanahan was that final piece for the Red Wings to add to that Stanley Cup winning recipe prior to the 96-97 season. Since then, they won back-to-back Stanley Cups, and they won, of course, with Hasek Hull and Robitaille in the 01-02 season. All those veterans, Steve Duchesne, Frederick Olesen, U.A. Krupp, Yuri Slager, Chris Chelios, of course. Chris Chelios was acquired in the 98 off season. Of course, well, you get the idea. But Sergei Fedorov, again, was one of the biggest pieces of the Stanley Cup winning puzzle for the Red Wings. So was Brendan Shanahan. So was Steve Yzerman. Chris Osgood was a part of it. Darren McCarty, Kirk Maltby, Chris Draper, the grind line. They remember Sergei Fedorov. Everyone in the Red Wings, including Mike Verdon, Kevin Hodson, Ken Reggett, Manny Legacy, Boyd Devereaux, Matthew Dandino, all those guys in that generation, Tomas Holmstrom, they've all known Pavel Datsyuk. Even he worked with Fedorov for two NHL seasons, the 01-02 season and the 02-03 season. Yeah, in general, they all remember playing with Sergei Fedorov on the same team back in the day, back in those glory days. Now that it's going to be done and over with during this, my God. I mean, it has not much reflection on today's Red Wings performance on the ice, but man, sure feels good for fans everywhere, doesn't it? So leave a comment. Leave a comment if you're happy about Sergei Fedorov's jersey number 91 finally being retired atop the rafters at Little Caesars Arena on January 12th, 2026. I can hardly wait to read them. If you're watching. Let's get to some other news. In other news, the Michigan Wolverines football program has recruited the number 1 running back, Savion Hiter, over Tennessee, Ohio State, and Georgia. Of course, Hiter is 5'11", 200 pounds, the number 1 player in the state of Virginia, the number 1 running back in the country, and the number 9 player overall in the nation overall. And Michigan likes to run the ball a lot, quote unquote. And guess what? This is that guy, Savion Hiter, because he was an Under Armour All-American in 2025. That's this year. All Central Virginia Player of the Year, and VHSL, that's Virginia High School League, Class 5 All-State selection in 2024. He helped Louisa County go 9-3 in 2024. Cashed in 156 carries for 1,698 rushing yards, 10.8 yards per carry, rushing yards per carry, and 26 touchdowns, plus 199 receiving yards. 56 tackles defensively, including 7 sacks and 1 interception. Must have played in the secondary. Also, 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns on special teams. That's impressive. He was a two-way player in high school, of course. So, analytically, from what I read in an article from the Detroit Free Press, Hiter is big enough to run through tackles and fast enough to get to the outside with home run speed. And he will play as a true freshman for now, although Jordan Marshall and Justice Haynes could return to Michigan for 2026. So, your thoughts on Savion Hiter? Savion Hiter. And then we got the Tigers. Oh my God. Tigers have won 5 of the last 6. 6 out of the last 7 games, rather. Won tonight, 1-0 in 10 innings over the Houston Astros. The bases are loaded, 2 outs. Gleyber Torres, bases loaded, walk it to win it. Jahmai Jones will walk a 4-pitch walk drawn to load the bases to set that stage. Of course, and now the Tigers, as I share the screen right about now, are 9 games up on the Cleveland Guardians and Kansas City Royals altogether. Tigers are 75-53, Guardians 64-60, Royals are 65-61. Twins 15.5 back, 58-67. Yeah, they don't deserve to make the playoffs. I'm sorry. Anyway, so that's the Tigers Truth Report. So the What We Learned segment, what I've learned, what we've all learned, if you're all watching this, Sergei Fedorov'S jersey number 91 finally being planned to be retired by the Red Wings organization has way long been overdue. Like I pointed out, Red Wing for life, won 3 Stanley Cups with the Wings, 97, 98, and 02. Of course, after 03, people started not seeing eye to eye, but lately things have settled. Fire to fire, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, all settled into thin air. And now here we are, finally planning to get this all done and over, all said and done and over with. So that's what we've learned in this episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, this special emergency episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos and turn on all notifications on the bell icon. All notifications. Click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes and check out our shorts videos. Also, watch it live on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Follow it on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music / Audible, CastBox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and JioSaavn. Also, join its supporters club on Spreaker, just $2 a month. Follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page. Also on Reddit at U_Michigan, at U/Michigan_Truth. Statewide business endorsements go to Cops and Donuts, Grand Traverse Pie Company, Meyer, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Rally House, Jets Pizza, Michigan's Adventure, Alpine Chocolate House, Subway, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Tom's Food Markets, Big B Coffee, Detroit Wing Company, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Simply Delightful, and Tropical Touch Spa. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to Geno's Surf, Avenue American Bistro, Mocha Nut Donut and Boba, Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, Union Barber in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, The Spot Food Truck, Athletical Physical Therapy on Woodward in Ferndale, Blind Owl Royal Oak, Cali Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit CaliTickets.com. The Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker Law Firm, and Northwestern Technological Institute. Local business endorsements go to the B4 Foundation in Ithaca, Front Porch Suttons Bay, the El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Bay Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, United Food Service Solutions of Grand Ledge, Fletcher's Pub Texas Corners in Kalamazoo, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Hooters in Saginaw, Anna's House in Grand Rapids, and Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. We got a comment here. Caroline Moss, thanks for all the updates. Welcome, babe. You're very welcome. Traverse City business endorsements go to Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate, Yen Yoga and Fitness, Firefly Kitchen and Bars, and Well-Being with Catherine Palms. Cadillac business endorsements go to Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Creative Embroidery for designing the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast logo on my long sleeve shirt and t-shirt. Michigan Coffee Company, Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social Restaurant, Northern Star Event Rentals, The Food Mafia's Let's Roll With It Rolled Ice Cream, Tees Tanning Salon, Toy Town in Cadillac and Reed City, and The Sweet Shop. Lake City business endorsements go to Cuts by Melanie, LC Tap House, Northern Auto Lab, the Masaki Golf Club Golf Course, and Main Street Rocks in Lake City and Duran. Main Street Rocks in Duran is also a proud sponsor of Swartz Creek Youth Baseball. Until next time, stay on the lookout, and remember that we always observe and detect the truth about our teams in the state of Michigan, because the truth is everywhere. I'm Taylor Phillips signing off. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Hit him with a hind, baba booey to y'all.